Ladies and gentlemen, I am delighted and honored to be given this opportunity to speak to this distinguished gathering at the Berlin Economic Forum 2018. Our leader, His Majesty Sultan Qaboos bin Said, while addressing our nation on the 29th National Day in 1999, said this on tourism: I reaffirm the necessity to give tourism a priority in the future development program. This sector has great potential of growth and for making an effective contribution to economic diversification. Unquote. International Tourism Exhibition ITB coincides with a period of fiscal challenges for Oman linked to the downturn in the international prices of crude, which has long been the mainstay of our national revenues and development spending. A number of non-oil sectors, most notably tourism, have been identified by my government as offering the potential to mitigate the impacts of this downturn, while also contributing to job creation and economic diversification. Over the past 2 years, my ministry has facilitated the way for agreements to sign, leading to the establishment of a wide array of mid- and high-end hotels and resorts at key locations around Oman. Investments in integrated tourism complex, ITCs, and luxury mixed-use developments will run into several billion of dollars. These investments are the fruit of partnerships involving both local and international investors, as well as leading hospitality brands. The World Travel and Tourism Council, in its 2017 Economic Impact Assessment, has put Oman as a number 3 out of 185 countries in terms of total investments in the year 2017. Our government has special investor incentive schemes for mega projects. Contributing to this upsurge in investment in tourism and hospitality is a far-reaching regulation that has brightened the investment climate in Oman. We have revamped licensing procedure to make it sample and speedy for interested players to consider Oman as an investment destination. A one-stop shop is now fully functional at the ministry that makes applications procedures hassle-free. Tanfeed, a national program for enhancing economic diversification, a strategy launched by my government, has proposed game-changing initiatives to broaden our tourism offering. On the back of this program, we are opening up the sector to international, regional, and local investment in, among other areas, experiences development, adventure tourism, cave tourism, a major regional center for meeting, incentives, conference and exhibitions, MICE, and many other activities. Many of these activities are planned in untouched parts of the Sultanate, thereby stimulating development and employment generation in all parts of the country. Visitors' numbers are significantly higher as well, thanks in part to a simplified visa process. Visa on arrival has been made possible for nationals of 67 countries, including the great majority of you seated in this splendid hall. Nationals of 20 additional countries holding either a valid Schengen, US, UK, Canada, Japanese, or Australian visa will get a visa on arrival. The length of stay has been extended to 1 month for tourists arriving on multiple entry 1-year visas. An ongoing e-visa project has simplified the process for a visitor to obtain a visa from their desktop or mobile. Facilitation for tour companies to obtain visas for tourists has also been simplified and made online. Of particular note, the fact that visitors' number from Germany have grown year after year. With 2012 as a base year, the German market has grown as follows: 18% in year 2013, 8% in 2014, 11% in 2015, 9% in 2016, and a fantastic 40% growth in the year 2017 compared to the previous year. This month, visitors to Oman will be arriving through our brand new air gateway, Muscat International Airport, which embodies our nation's modern outlook and vision for the future. Our national carriers, Oman Air, is charting plans for new routes and destinations. We are currently implementing our 2040 tourism strategy with international consultants using international best practices. A key component of this strategy is cluster planning. The strategy will be using 5 planning concepts, namely tourism sites and attraction planning, clusters planning, resorts planning, touristic zone of national interest planning, and itineraries planning. One of the most important objectives of the Oman tourism strategy seeks to achieve is an increasing contribution of the sector to the national GDP. In conjunction with the sustainable development process currently taking place in other economic sectors, the Ministry of Tourism realized the key role tourism can play in enhancing the standard of living of Omanis across the country. Another important objective is to capitalize on the capabilities of the tourism sector to generate job creation and provide employment opportunities in addition to substantial prospects for new small and medium enterprise. Whilst the new Oman tourism strategy has identified the challenges currently facing the sector and the means to overcome them, it has also focused attention to management and governance, sustainable development, efficient marketing, human capacity development, as well as the modernization of legislative and regulatory framework of the strengthening of the tourism sector structures itself. Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to welcome tourists and investors to Oman. Beauty has an address, and that is Oman. Thank you.
Thank you, Minister. we're now going to open for the question. The minister raised a lot of interesting information about what Oman is doing in terms of tourism and also investment, foreign investment, and the economic diversification, employment generation, the facilitation of investment in the sector of tourism. Thank you, Minister, for your experience. I think we can learn a lot from this experience of Sultanate of Oman. So I will ask the audience if you have some question for the ministry.
Not difficult questions.
Yeah, thank you. So,
thank you. Yes, please.
Hi, I'm Aliena. In comparison to the other Gulf countries, the people, in my experience, when I speak to people who travel to Oman, they come back loving it. But they say it's a much more authentic experience of Arabian culture, of Gulf culture. Is that something that you try to do at all levels of tourism, that you try to allow tourists direct access to Omani people, which is something that's often said going to Dubai or to Doha, for example, to actually come in contact with Qataris or Emiratis is quite difficult. Is that something that you try to make use of?
Yes, yes. When we made our strategy, we see usually what we are strong, and what Oman is strong is in the culture. Oman has a history, long history, as His Excellency mentioned, our relation with Africa, our relation with other nations in India and others. And even if you will come to Oman, you will see that even the cuisine is a mix of many civilization coming from Africa, from India, from Asia, and also Oman want to preserve its culture, identity, and the Omani are proud of this. We are living our culture every day. We don't put our clothes in the morning when we are going to work, and after that we take it away. This is our life. That's why we are, let's say, different comparing to the others. Thank you.
yes, from USA.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Hi. I actually really always wanted to go to Oman. Many of my friends that have been there really enjoyed it. But I've always wondered, why don't I see more Omani tourism advertisements around? This is probably one of the first times I've come face to face.
Yeah.
With a good description of Oman. I don't
Yeah.
think I've ever seen a tourism presence anywhere.
Yes. Yeah, you are right. We are more focusing on the quality than in the quantity. And that's why we want to make it secret, just to shock you when you will be there. But a positive shock, huh? Yeah. Thank you.
Please.
Thank you so much for your presentation. My name is Alexa. You mentioned that a lot of the investment and the development and tourism is happening in previously untouched parts of your country.
Yes.
Sometimes the untouched parts are the best ones.
Yes.
Because humans haven't managed to interfere with things that were already beautiful there. What are you doing to make sure that the things that are there that are beautiful and that don't need interference from outside are preserved?
Yes, yes. You know what we did we have studied all the regions in Oman, and we looked into what each region, let's say, the strong point that they will have. We are not going to touch the environment. We are not going to abuse all Oman. We have to leave something for the new generation. You know, it's better to have new products year by year, better than to use everything, and after that you have nothing to offer to tourists. And this is our politic. That's why we are doing it step by step. Thank you.
Yes. From Indonesia.
Yeah. Wa alaikum salam.
My name is Damian. I'm from Indonesia. I have two questions. One for the tourism, two for the investment.
Yeah.
For the tourism, I just read also from the Ajazir about the visa is 67 countries for the visa on arrival, right? Can you explain to us what is only for 67 countries? And then for the second, my second question about the investment. I read here that the Ministry of Manpower from Oman just recently placed a 6-month ban on hiring expatriates to Oman for 87 occupations. How you anticipate this investments growing?
Okay. So you are mixing two sectors. You know, economic, it's different because, you know, one of the job of the government is creating jobs for the Omani. So we have to take care of the Omani. And at the same time, we open the country to the foreigners. And usually agreements between countries. If you give me, let me enter to Indonesia without visa, I will do the same. But now with the e-visa system online, all the nationality can apply on for visa. All. It is not only the 67 nationalities. It's open for all. But it's depend to the case for each person, not nationality, not country. It's a person. You have to take care of the security, of the safety of the people, of the tourists when they come to Oman. So far, thanks to God, we are one of the safest country in Oman. What we see it in English? Yeah, one of them. Yeah. Concerning what you have mentioned, you know, we are and sometimes the non-Omani working in Oman reached half of the population. And for us, it is a big concern. How? Because, you know, we have to create jobs for Omani. But in the same times, I have to get the help of the experts from outside. Our strategy has been done by Spanish consultant. We are going everywhere to get the best practices. This is not. But concerning the job, it is agreements between countries. We have Indonesian in Oman, and they are happy. And usually they want to come back because they feel as they are in their country. Thank you. Please.
Thank you for the presentation. My name is Edson Okojo from Tanzania.
Okay.
I understand the long history between Oman and Zanzibar.
Yes.
But I'm curious to learn from Oman regarding your foreign security policy, because you have been in the middle of the pack and you have been peaceful for a long time.
Yes.
You survived Arab Spring, and now I don't see Oman involving in Iran or Saudi Arabia conflict.
Yes.
I just want to learn, what are the secret behind?
The sector, we respect all people, all countries, as they respect us. This is the, and we are working for the peace, and that's why we have a good relation with all countries, with Iran, with Saudi Arabia, with all. Sometimes some of our neighbors are not happy because they want us to be in their side. Because no, we have values, and we defend these values, and that's why our situation in the world, it's in this level because of that we respect the others, and we would like them to respect us as we respect them, and we are working for the peace, cooperation, because now the new generation, what they want work, they want peace. We have to work for them. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Minister. I think there are no more questions.
No more.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.